6 key stats from Game Week 11 in the Premier League using the RotoWire stat sheets. Got some inside numbers a little bit. Remember, code YouTube15 to get 15% off over at RotoWire, the useful cheat sheets. But I'm going to be getting into player profiles and player stats. First stat, Diego Gomez of Brighton. He had 4 chances created in the last match at Crystal Palace. He had 2 in the prior game. All 4 chances created from open play. He's not taking set pieces. He's one of the higher chance creators there's been in recent games. He had those 2 goals against Leeds, 6 shots, 5 shots on target, 6 chances created in the last 2 games. There's a question of what his status is going to be once Mitoma returns, but I still think he is going to play some kind of a role for Brighton going forward. So Diego Gomez, stat I like, 4 chances created from open play. Next up, James Garner for Everton. He had 4 shots. He started at right back, home against Fulham. He had 4 shots in that game, a chance created, had his usual split of corners. But this is something to monitor going forward. He's not a big defensive contribution player, depending on his position, especially as a fullback. But if he's going to get up the pitch like this, 4 shots, then you throw in the set piece work, something to keep an eye on here. He's been a little all over the place in terms of his numbers this season, but James Garner as a right back, he had 4 shots. Chances created from open play, Mateus Fernandes, he had 3. And also Jaden Anthony had 3 in that same match. But Mateus Fernandes, looking at his numbers here the last few games, this is a little different look for West Ham here. There's no set pieces with Freddie Potts on the pitch for West Ham, and Paqueta, but there's no set pieces for Fernandes. But looking at his numbers in recent games, okay, he came off the bench against Leeds, but he's got 6 chances created the last 2 games. He has that goal. He has an assist against Newcastle. Maybe a player to monitor. West Ham may be on a team you want to back from a certain standpoint, but Mateus Fernandes a little cheaper than Lucas Paqueta, and he's less likely to get a yellow card, it seems. Igor Jesus, Nottingham Forest, he had 5 shots in the game against Leeds. All of them were from inside the box. None of them were on target, but I think this kind of stands out in terms of the Nottingham Forest striker. They're going to pin the ball into their striker up front, into their number 9. When Chris Wood returns, we're going to see what the minutes shape out to be with that Nottingham Forest forward. But I think whoever starts at Forest up front should be monitored. Igor Jesus, it hasn't really come through. The goals haven't come through. The minutes haven't come through. But if Chris Wood comes out of the break, he's healthy. He's close to 100%, and he's getting 70, 80-plus minutes, and they're crossing the ball into him. I think it's something to monitor here that they're pinning balls into their number 9, Nottingham Forest. Alejandro Garnacho, $6.4 million. He's put in some really good performances of late. We see the 58 minutes, 66 minutes, and then against Wolverhampton, he gets 90 minutes just before the break, the last league match, and that's when his best numbers kind of shined. I want to look at touches in the box in Game Week 11. Doku had 11, Minta had 9. Next, Garnacho had 8. Following him was Saka. So look at the range of players here. Doku, Minta, Garnacho, Saka. I think that's a pretty good range of players. Garnacho may be the least popular FPL option, but we look at these recent numbers here. He's taken multiple shots in all of these games, getting a shot on target. And this last one, he created chances as well. He's getting touches in the opponent's box, and that's going to lead to goals or assists. Maybe someone going a little under the radar for Chelsea. It's been Pedro Neto, it's been Enzo, it's been João Pedro, it's been these other players, but maybe we should be recognizing Garnacho a little more going forward. Finally, the last stat, long pass made from players' half into opponent's half. On the top of that list from Game Week 11, Cristian Romero and Murillo. It means the center backs are popping the ball into the opponent's end of the pitch, and that usually leads to chances created. Maybe it leads to assist eventually. I know there's not many attacking stats here for Murillo this season because of what's happened, but we look back at last season. He got shots, he got up the pitch, he created chances. This is someone I think whose defensive contributions are going to steadily rise, steadily grow, kind of where they were last season under the Sean Dyche team. There hasn't really been a great track record here in recent games. I think it's been partly because of the matchups, but I think you're going to see his numbers get up, but I think we also have maybe a bit of upside for these guys popping the ball into the opponent's half. Maybe eventually that could lead to a random goal or assist for these center backs. You can find all these stats on the RotoWire player stat pages. We got all the advanced stats. You can break them down however you'd like and download them as well. Again, RotoWire.com/soccer, code YouTube15, 15% off a subscription. Thank you for listening. Stay tuned next week for Game Week 12 previews.